Hey, beautiful. Welcome to the Not Another Mom podcast. It's time to take that mom hat off because this is after hours and I'm making you off the clock. This podcast is here to help you know your worth because damn girl, you're a goddess who deserves to live the life of your dreams. I'm your host, Leslie Sprague, and we talk everything from manifesting to motherhood. Yes, those little monkeys will still creep in here or there. Spirituality to girl talk with your besties, and from business to finding that balance in life. I'm here to remind you that you are worth it. Life gets to be easy for you, and your dreams really can come true. So grab your favorite glass of wine, craft beer, or if you're a whiskey and diet kind of girl, grab that and let's get this show on the road. Hey everybody, and welcome to my free masterclass or class, whatever the heck you want to call it, on shattering your boundaries. I am so freaking excited that you are here. If you are here live, then please let me know in the comments, say hi. And if you are catching the replay, just hit hashtag replay and let me know that you're tuning in. So what I want to start with is I'm going to focus on the experience of this class first. So if you have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to leave them in the chat, but I might not get back to them until the end or after because I want to focus on this intention and experience for you. So when we are actively going after our dreams and creating our dream business, dream life, we can often feel like we have either reached a plateau, we're stuck with where we are, or like our dreams are like just over there, like just beyond our reach, and it seems like no matter what we do, we can't get through to them. So, and we think that the answer is by adding more things to our plate, like adding more posts to our social media, going on there more, creating a different sales funnel, like adding all those things on isn't what is needed to help you get the results that you're looking for. And this experience is helping you to tap into your feminine energy. So it is that energy outside of ourselves, and actually it's also inside of ourselves as well. It's trusting in the universe and believing that it has our back, as Gabby Bernstein has said. It is knowing, that inner knowing within you, knowing that what you are and what you do is enough. There are people out there who need your exact experience and expertise, and they're looking for your services. So if you're feeling like you are stuck in that plateau or just stuck kind of in the middle, like you're wanting to shift, you're wanting to move, but you can't, like you don't know what's holding you back, this is the experience for you, and I'm so freaking excited. So what I was guided to do for you guys first is a tarot card pull. And I am new to playing with tarot card decks, and I mostly had oracle card decks before, but this is my first ever, and I am in love with this deck. So it is the Moonchild Tarot, and it is absolutely gorgeous, you guys. So we are gonna pull one card from this tarot just to get us going. I'm gonna shuffle the deck here. well, we have 2 cards that flew out of the deck. I will save the one for the end and read the other. So this is the Queen of Cups. Look how beautiful that card is. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? Okay, let's get into what this card means. I'm just, like I said, I'm just learning what these cards mean, and so I read the little guidebook right now as I begin to learn what each card means. And I have done tarot card readings for a few family members and on my podcast, and it is just like insane the like connection that these cards have, and the alignment and the clarity. Like it's anyway, I'm just gonna stop rambling and tell you what the Queen of Cups channels and creates from the intuitive realms and is deeply attuned to the wisdom of their heart. This type is a sensitive, nurturing individual who is always in sync with the needs of others, with a warm and tender personality that makes you feel at home from the moment you meet them. They give advice freely and unconditionally, always with love, but won't bother with small talk or casual formalities. So expect to commune with them on the deepest of levels. Their connection to the boundless dimensions of insight and an ability to see through the veils of consciousness and time. The Queen of Cups also encourages us to reconnect with our spirit, and that's exactly why you're here. By exploring the metaphysical or healing arts within our own self-care practices. From here, we may learn to cultivate new visions that allow us to see beyond the structures of this world into inner dimensions of mysticism, intuition, and past lifetimes. So excited. Okay, so I invite you to find yourself in a comfortable seated position and just begin to connect to your breath. I'm gonna take you through a bit of a visualization exercise experience. And if you want to have your notebook ready to jot anything that comes in down, please feel free to have that handy as well. Okay, so finding yourself in a comfortable seated position, gently connecting with your breath, feeling the rise and fall of your chest. On the inhale and exhale, feeling your body get heavier and become more rooted to the earth. Continuing in your own breath here. I want you to take a moment and visualize your current reality or current results. Visualize where you are and how you're feeling. And then visualize where you want to be. Where do you want to see your business? How do you want to feel? What do you want your income goals to be? What do you want your lifestyle to look like? Just get a feel for how you want that to be, where you are going. And then just take a moment and compare the two. In your left hand is where you are. If you're bringing your palm face up, both palms face up, and your left hand is where you are. And in your right hand is where you want to be. Notice the difference between the two hands. How does one hand feel and compared to the other? Is your left hand perhaps a little bit heavier than the other? One feels a little bit lighter. And then in between your two hands is the path to get from where you are to where you want to be. And imagine you are looking down on that path from like a bird's eye view. Are there any barriers on your path? Any barriers that could come in the form of boulders or rocks, or perhaps there's a fence put up along the way? Notice if there are any barriers on that path. Now bring yourself down on that path, starting at the beginning from where you are right now. Imagine looking out towards that path, and you can see the destination of where you want to be. Perhaps there are barriers that you can see that maybe you couldn't see from the bird's eye view. Maybe the barriers you saw before were bigger, or maybe they're smaller. A small barrier can trip us up just as easily as a large one. Notice those boundaries, those barriers, not boundaries. Okay. Now imagine that you are embarking on that journey to get to where you want to be. That is why we are here. So we have to do something different. And maybe make a mental note of how many barriers there are for you. You have to do something different in order to move through those barriers. So imagine yourself walking along that path, and you come up against your first barrier. Doesn't matter what this barrier is, and maybe you already have that immediate knowing as to what it is. And if you don't, that's okay too, because that is the beauty of energy work. You do not need to know what it is. So when you come up to that first barrier, place your hands on it. Get a feel for it. Perhaps you are connecting right to a boulder. Maybe it's a boulder, maybe it's a fence. Whatever it is for you, honor your intuition and trust what comes up for you. Get a feel for it. Connect with it. And ask what it needs in order to be moved, to release it, and to heal it, to let it go completely. Perhaps that barrier is as simple as when you connect to it, it just automatically disappears. It just automatically, just by bringing your awareness to it, you break through that barrier. Now, trust what comes up for you when you ask what you need to do to move it, to heal it, to let it go and release it. Maybe your path takes a slight detour around it, and then you keep going. Maybe you need to literally bust out some dynamite and blow that sucker up. Or maybe it just dissolves as soon as you touch it right in front of your eyes. And when that feels complete, continue along the path to your next barrier that comes up. If there is a next, maybe you only had one and you've reached your destination. And if that's the case, hold tight for a second. Repeat the same process with your next barrier. And maybe this barrier is different. Maybe this barrier is in the form of a mama bear protecting her cubs. Because that's one thing that our mind wants to keep us, it wants to keep us stuck in where we are because we think it is safe. Our mind thinks where we are is safe, but if we're not growing, we're dying. So you're never going to reach that destination if you don't break through these barriers and these limiting beliefs that are trying to keep us stuck. So this next barrier you face, what needs to be done in order to move it, release it, heal it, and let it go. Mine showed up in the form of a fence, and I just had to hop over the fence and continue on my path. Now we continue on the path and come up against our third barrier. This one for me is showing up in the form of a moat with a drawbridge and a guy that is standing there waiting to collect the toll. It brings me back to the movie Robin Hood Men in Tights, actually. And there's a funny part in that movie about rolls or tolls on the bridge. So if you've seen it, you get it. So what needs to be done in order to break through this barrier? And again, you don't need to know what this barrier is, but if you have an inkling, that is okay. That's beautiful too. It's all good. For me, this barrier is about showing what I have, those guts, that I have the tools and the expertise that I can continue on this journey. And it's all shows up in our mind as well, because we can think that we are not worthy of creating this life. And if people don't interact with our stuff, then we think that our message isn't right, and all those sorts of things, if that makes sense. So whatever you need to do in order to move this barrier, to release this barrier, to heal this barrier, and to let go of this barrier. So this guide is asking me the question, what makes you feel worthy to continue on this path? And it's just as simple as turning around and pointing to the road behind me and knowing that I am enough. Okay. So you have now reached your destination. You are who you want to become. You have the business that you want to have. You have the clients that are getting transformational results because they are working with you. They would not have got the same results if they were working with somebody else. You were their catalyst to their transformation because you were exactly what they needed. And your clients are blossoming and unfolding and becoming exactly who they are meant to be. You are bringing in the income that you want to bring in at this level. And you are living the lifestyle that you want to live at this level. And when you turn around and look back at where you were, the journey was much shorter than you realized. The barriers, they're either much smaller or they're completely gone. You've let them go and realized that they were actually insignificant, that you had everything that you needed already. And you realized that who you were at the beginning of this meditation and who you are at the end of this meditation and who you want to become, they are all the same person. You have everything that you need already inside of you. You broke through the barrier of belief, and you know that you are worth creating a life beyond your wildest dreams. Hold on one sec. Come on. I just want to check my notes, make sure that I got everything. Of course, it's not working. Okay. Okay. This is the kind of thing that I do with all my clients. This is what we do in Moon Vibes. It's what I do in my energetic alignments. And it's what I do in my one-on-one coaching. Now, the visualization or the energetic blocks and things like that, they're all intuitively designed or created based on where you're at and what you're going through. So if you are ready to create a transformational path for yourself, then flies are buzzing all around me. Then I have spots open in my one-on-one coaching program. We go through exercises like this to help you break through those blocks and release them for good, to help you get results quicker, to help you to move through those blocks easier and more effectively. When you work with your feminine energy, it gets to be easier because you don't have to do 1,000,001 things in order to get the results you are seeking in your life and your business. You get to know that what you are doing is absolutely worth gold. Everything that you create, everything that you say is gold. And when you have that belief behind everything that you do, the rest just falls into place. So with my one-on-one coaching, we tap into these feminine energies, and with all the work that I do, we tap into and connect these feminine energies so that you have the confidence in what you're doing. You know you are worth it, and you are ready to blaze your trail and go after it. This program is for the people, the women, mothers who know what their passion is, and at the same time they're not ready or they're not getting the results that they want in their life yet. They feel like they're making progress, but it's very slow, and they don't want to, that's not the right word. They're feeling stuck. They're kind of feeling like they're ready to abandon ship, but I encourage you to keep going. Keep going on your path, because there are people out there who need your exact brilliance. And if you're thinking that in order to get the results that you need and you want in your life, that you need to do more on social media, that you need to do a reel every day, a post every day, go on your stories all the time, and then on top of that, you have to have a podcast, you have to be on LinkedIn, you have to be on Pinterest, you have to do. But you're not taking care of the energy. The energy behind it is power. And that is what amplifies your results and intentions and creates your results quicker. So with this coaching program, I have a 4 or 6 month option. And if you want to keep, sorry, call just came in the middle of that. There is the option to go month to month after that. We start with an onboard coaching call where I get to know you. You tell me all the nitty-gritty details of what's going on for you in your business this week. Not just this week. What's going on, how you feel, where do you want to be going? What results do you want to have? And then I get familiar with you and what's going on in your business and all that sort of good stuff. I get the nitty-gritty details of what's going on with you. And then depending on whether you choose the VIP package or the regular package, there are 2 options. So with the VIP package, they are a mix of energy sessions, mindset, and strategy work. So we tackle all the things to get your business moving forward, going after what you need. So each call is customized to what you need that week. So with the VIP package, there is weekly calls, so you can get your results faster, quicker, and get living that dream life that you are so desperately craving without giving up your time freedom. And then with the VIP package, it is also Voxer support. So you get access to me in between the calls if you have something coming up that you need to work through or ideas to bounce off me. So you get access to me in between our calls. And one of the funnest things about the VIP package is the VIP day, where we set the intention for, like, it is a whole vibe. We start with a meditation, getting you connected to your higher level self, and we do like a deep dive into your business and go over everything that you need. I don't know what else to say about that, but it is going to be awesome. We will be working on confidence, mindset, money mindset, our worth, strategy on how to get your business moving forward and get yourself moving in that direction that you want to go. And then the regular package, so with the VIP, it's weekly calls. With the regular package, it is 2 calls a month, and they're both also a mix of energy sessions and also your mindset work and strategy work. So depending on what you're feeling called to, we totally customize based on that. So at this juncture, I just want to reiterate to you that the world needs you. There are clients specifically waiting to work with you right now. And they are looking for your specific expertise, your specific toolkit, and your specific energy. They're needing you, they're looking for you. And if you don't answer the call to help them, then who will? If you don't believe in yourself and your dreams, who will? So if you have any questions on anything, or you're catching the replay, just leave me #replay below. If you want to share this with somebody you think might resonate with it, please feel free. And I thank you so much for tuning in. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for listening. If you love this episode, will you do me a favor and help spread the love? Go ahead and leave a 5-star review and share this episode on your Insta stories. If we aren't yet connected on Instagram, come follow me at Leslie & Co XO. And since everybody spells my name wrong, that's Lesley & Co XO. And leave me a line and say hi. Have an amazing day, beautiful, and we'll catch you next week.